Gail, I saw a tweet from you today, which is a new concept to me and something that I've never thought of before, which is getting a coach when you're looking to make a job switch. And it's quite an interesting idea. What can you tell me a little bit more about that? 'Cause that might be something that I've never come across.
Yeah, so a lot of the times, and maybe it's just a Canadian thing, I'm not sure, but a lot of times people will hire a life coach or a career coach to help them figure out what their skills are and what their strengths are, and what they really enjoy doing so that they can apply that to a new career or look for a job or a position that would use their strengths. So right now I'm getting the training for the UMAP, which incorporates your skills and your strengths and what you enjoy doing into one great package. It's kind of like if you've heard of the 34 Gallup. That identifies your strengths. So it goes along that line of activities. So yeah, in Canada, I think maybe it's just more relevant that people hire these life coaches and career coaches to help them develop and identify those areas of skill and strength.
I think it's a really interesting concept because one of the things I saw when I worked in recruitment, and David, you'll tell me if you've seen something different. In the UK, you get people that will just apply for a job if they don't have the skills, and then you'll have someone that's missing one particular skill, is perfect for the job, and just won't apply for it. And I think if they had someone like a coach or someone to mentor them, you might actually see more people applying for progression that they're more than eligible to do. Is that something you're seeing as well at the moment?
Yeah, there's quite a lot of that. I think that's where we come in quite helpful in our specific industry that we work in, is we get someone that'll apply for a job with us and we're like, well, yes, we could put you forward for that job, but the reality is you've got X, Y, and Z skills that we've spoke about during the qualification process, and you actually probably could get a pay rise and move up to the next level already because you're demonstrating those skills already. And it's kind of indirectly coaching them, but there's just some people just take for granted what they do on a day-to-day basis. And when they send their CV in, they don't fully detail stuff because they think, oh, well, it's not in my actual job description versus what I actually do in that role or what I've done as an acting position. So yeah, it happens quite frequently.
The maximum amount of interviews someone should have for a particular job. I think the record I've seen on Twitter is someone's gone to 8 interviews and then they offered it to the other candidate. So Gail, what is the maximum amount of interviews an organisation should have with a candidate before offering a job?
I would like to meet that person who has taken 8 interviews and was not offered.
Right.
That's crazy. I have a horrible one myself. So 1 interview, they should know I'm that first one. David?
Absolutely.
I think 1, 2 at a push if it was directorship level, maybe, but that'd be it.
And Uma, how many interviews before that someone should be offered a job as a maximum?
Yes, I think maximum is 3 is a good number. I mean, usually what happens is 1 is the screening interview and the next is a little technical one. And if they have to make a decision between 2 or 3 people, then the third one. But more than 3, it is taxing on people and really humiliating also sometimes. But yes, 3 is the maximum. 2 is good and 3 is maximum.
My next little question is salary range on job adverts, yes or no? And again, I'll start with you, Gail.
Yes.
100% yes.
Uma, salary range on job adverts, yes or no?
That's a pretty. I think that's a good criteria to shortlist candidates.
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of. I remember going through one process myself before I set up this organization where they didn't want to tell me the salary range because they wanted to meet with me and a few other people to find out what we wanted so that they could create a bracket that was acceptable. To which I then declined the interview because I'm not going to go just to be priced up for everybody else.
Yeah.